Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to show you guys something that I needed to get ready for the hydroponic system. It's about 7:30 here in the good old state of Iowa, and I want to show you the why behind what we're doing and some of our concerns. So, living in a state like Iowa, it's what I call a stocking cap and tank top state. You tend to wear layers, and at any given point you could shed those layers because the weather changes. So as you guys can see, just a little pan around the property, we've got, oh, these guys are up, they're ready, they are ready. But we've got, it's getting colder. And with it getting colder, we need to figure out the greenhouse situation so we can get the hydroponic things up and running. So right now the temperature is about 28 degrees. So we've been running a couple heaters in the greenhouse. We have reached out to a few companies to give us some bids on additional outlets and maybe installing a different heater system. And we've gotten bids from $2,500 to $5,000. So right now we're kind of just weighing out what the cost benefit is. So I actually did some research on a greenhouse heater, and we ended up purchasing one off of Amazon that we're going to give a try. So let me take you inside the greenhouse and show you what I currently got. And don't forget, I've already got 2 heaters in the greenhouse already hooked up, but they're not really doing that great of a job. I'll show you. Okay, so I'm in the greenhouse. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. It did get pretty cold last night. I will drop the temperature that I got last night, but again, it's 28 degrees right now. And with the hydroponic system inside the greenhouse, my goal is to be, upper 60s, mid 70s, because we do have to build that environment so the hydroponic system works at its fullest efficiency. So there's that, and I can't really finish the hydroponic system until I make sure that I can assure that this greenhouse stays above freezing, because I don't want to wreck anything. So right now let's take a look at the current temperature in the greenhouse. Okay, so we're looking at 43 degrees. So if you remember, it says 28 degrees right now, and we're 43 degrees inside this greenhouse. I need to raise this greenhouse at least in another 20 degrees, and I don't know how that's gonna work. So, and if I can't, am I gonna still run with it? Yeah, because that's what we do here at Mad Acre Farms. Trial and error, friends. Trial and error, but we're gonna give it a go. All right, for the sake of showing you the good old weather of Iowa, I have shed my winter coat and now I'm in my vest. Okay, so let me share a little bit about the greenhouse just in case some of you folks are looking for a heating system for your greenhouse and some of the research that I've done. So I'm gonna walk you around the greenhouse and show you real quick what we're working with here for the exterior so you get a general idea. Don't mind the pigs.
Rico! Suave.
And don't mind these pigs. Just kidding.
Oh,
or am I?
Rico!
Don't mind him. Don't mind him. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. This greenhouse, because I measured it, and you guys know how awesome I am with math, is about 20 by 12. Now, this greenhouse
Rico!
it's glass. It's all glass except the roof is plexi. Am I right in saying that, Ryan?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so this was on the property when we purchased it. This was kind of one of my favorite buildings. To get the square footage, you take the 20 by the 12. That roughly gives me 240 square foot. I did the math before the video. If you've watched our videos, you know math is not my strong suit, so fact check me. But square footage, you can find the area by taking the width and by the length. I need to figure out the BTUs, so I did a little bit of research and I found that in order to figure that out, you take your square footage times 20. So therefore I need at least something that puts out 4,800 BTUs. However, I'm not 100% sure if that's gonna work because of like the peak or whatnot. So we're taking a risk here. So I did come back out. It's now about 10 o'clock, so about 2.5 hours later. And so the heat has went up. It's cloudy today, but this is the current temperature with 2 heaters running in the greenhouse, which is not the heater that I currently purchased. So let me show you. So you can see we're at 53 degrees and it's about 10 o'clock, so it was 2.5 hours later. The heat obviously is going up because it is daytime. But for my hydroponic system, I need it to be anywhere between 60 to 70 degrees at all times. And in Iowa, we get well below freezing. All right, you guys, Ryan wants to share something with you. I have no idea what it is. It's going to be uncensored, so hopefully it's related to the topic, but if I know this guy, it's not. So just a second here. I'll give Ryan the floor.
First of all, I want to say how proud I am of you of taking charge of this matter. And Rico Suave. Hola, olele. Rico Suave.
2 seconds of your life you'll never get back, and I'd like to send a sincere apology on behalf of Mad Acre Farms. So we're not actually endorsed by this product. We actually just did some research and we saw the reviews on this on Amazon, and we thought we would give it a try. Make sure you're doing your own research. Hopefully this video will help you in your research. So let me explain a little bit about the product for you. So this is the heater that we're going to give a shot for our greenhouse. This is actually a Palma Bio Green heater. It is your standard 1500 watt. It does fit your normal 110 jack. And then this also gives out around 5100 BTUs. There is a concern though, because it only, if you see on the box, it does show that it's for up to 120 square foot. Well, we have 240 square foot essentially. So that's something that I think is going to be a little bit of a risk for us, but it's worth a shot because what I was explaining to you outside, we did get a few electrical bids to get some additional electrical work done in this greenhouse. They do make a bigger heater. However, the problem is that we would have to redo the electrical system to support that here, and that was the $2,500 to $5,000 bids that we've got. So we're going to give this a shot. I've already showed you what the greenhouse was before with just the 2 regular heaters we have in here. We're going to plug this one up, and then we're going to let this run all day and through the evening. Now I will post what the weather is supposed to be like for temperature, so you have an idea of kind of what we're working with here. And then you can see how well it did in the morning, and I'll bring you guys out to just show you that so you can see how well this actually worked. Now again, this is it's recommended for 120 square foot. We have 240. So if it gets it to the temperature that these 2 heaters got this greenhouse to, it's a win. And we might have to come up with an additional resolution, but I'm looking forward to see what happens here. So stick around and we'll show you the outcome. Okay, so we've got everything unpacked. This heater actually also comes with a thermostat, and so there's also a sensor that will measure the temperature within your greenhouse, which I think will be pretty cool. So we'll be able to get an internal reading as well. And so what you have to do, it's pretty simple. All you do is you take your heater, and they recommend you plug it into your thermostat first. And so we'll go ahead and do that. And then what we have to do is we'll probably, Ryan, I think I'll have Brian come up with somewhere where we can actually hang this so it makes sense, so it's reading the accurate temperature. Ideally though, I want to have it by the hydro system so I can make sure that we're getting an accurate read on temperature, especially when we're going to be putting our seedlings in here real soon. I think we have about 7 days before it has to come in here, so we have 7 days to figure this out. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up and show you guys where we're going to set it up here. All I have left to do really is plug it into the outlet and get the sensor set up. Alright guys, we're all set up here. It was actually a really simple setup. So we have the thermostat hanging here, and the sensor that is going to tell the thermostat to shut off the heater, we hung right here, just right above the hydro system. So we have this set. I did kick it up a little bit higher so I could see how warm it really can get this greenhouse. And right now it currently says it's 60 degrees in here. And the other thermostat that we have in here actually said it was a little bit cooler, but we do have that right on the glass, so I would imagine that that has some impact. So what we're gonna see is, we'll see how well this actually heats it through the night, because it is supposed to get really chilly. We only have this heater running tonight. So what we'll do is we'll get back to you in the morning and show you what the results were overnight. So we'll see. Wish us luck. Hey guys, we're heading back out to the greenhouse. It's about 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. It's about 36 degrees. So let's see how this heater did. Guys, okay, so I'm back in the greenhouse. And remember, I only had one heater running, and it was the Palma Bio Green heater. So this little guy was the only thing running in this 240 square foot greenhouse all night. And the lows got to like 27. And this is where we're sitting at currently. And again, remember, it's 8 a.m. The next morning, we're about 36 degrees outside. So we are at about 46 degrees in here. This heater alone will probably not do the trick for the greenhouse. There it is, guys. We are gonna have to go back to the drawing board just a little bit. This heater, however, did do very well. So if you have a 120 square foot greenhouse, I bet you it would serve its purpose. It would do pretty well. We're likely gonna have to add another heater or mix it up with some heating pads, because here in the good old state of Iowa, we get well below freezing. And I'm interested because, you know, this is a glass greenhouse. There's not a ton of insulation. I've seen other people do bubble wrap on their greenhouse. I'm just not sure what we're gonna do. Trial and error, folks. Trial and error. T&E. T&E. A good man once said that. But anyways, so either way it goes, we have to come up with a different solution, and we'll get there. So stay tuned. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and tell a few million friends or two. And make sure you hit that notification button for us, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.